November is upon us, a month known to us for eating a lot of food, spending time with family, and forming hurtling crowds to get bargain sales. But also known for Switch games! We have a bunch of Switch games coming out for the month of November, and we're gonna talk about them today! It's getting close to the holidays, so whether you're picking something up for you, your family, or your friends, we got some new releases for you. So let's not waste any time, here are 10 Nintendo Switch games coming out in November. Rev up those fryers, time for some Playup. Want to play the chaotic experience of running your own diner with up to 4 players as you make one of the most chaotic kitchen experiences? Playup is your game. You and your friends chaotically pick your own menu, from ingredients from salad to the fanciest steaks and dessert, and start your own restaurant, cooking, waiting, and cleaning to be the best serving place in the business. You have to manage everything from serving the customers to deliveries. You must do your best to please your customers for 15 days, all while growing your restaurant to the highest star and customizing it to your liking, adding tables, chairs, or even futuristic conveyor belts. Otherwise, your customers will get impatient and you'll eventually close down. Make your diner whatever you want with customization and race the clock to serve as much as you can. I'm so glad this game is finally coming to Switch. I had a lot of fun playing the Steam version with my Twitch mod Sora Dominique, and though it was extremely crazy, it was a blast. But it can be so much fun working with someone to try and cook and serve to the best of your ability. And now you can play it on the go. I imagine you need Switch Online to play it, but I'm so glad this party game is available for anyone who owns a Switch console. Prepare your next dish with Playup on November 2nd. Got a passion for fashion? Plan your next outfit with Fashion Dreamer. This is the spiritual successor to Style Savvy, where you play as an influencer and you must dress your muse in the freshest and trendiest outfits. Explore this virtual world where you can see other muses and like their outfits, and they'll give you likes and new items to help you climb that social media ladder and become the next fashion superstar. You also, of course, can design fashion and customize up to 1,400 different collectibles with your favorite colors and styles, making your own unique fashion brands. Also, this game has online, where you can see other muses from around the world and wear their clothes too. Work your way and become the most famous fashion influencer in your new virtual life. So this game intrigues me, but mostly because a lot of people in my chat on Twitch seemed to be really interested in it when it was announced during the Nintendo Direct months ago. It is extremely out of my target demographic, but I don't know, it seems like a fun game, especially for those who are interested in fashion and designing. I also find it funny that the goal is to become an influencer, very relevant to modern times. And to me. Like and subscribe, by the way, and I may dress up as my Fashion Dreamer character. It looks cute, it looks fun, and I can't wait to give it a shot. Dress for success with Fashion Dreamer on November 3rd. Get your minigame gaming on with the next Warioware title, Warioware Move It. Wario returns with another collection of micro games to get your body moving. You use your Joy-Cons to punch, shake, dance, and wiggle through over 200 minigames as you perform a bunch of different actions with over-the-top visuals. These minigames get weird for sure, as you have to perform quite the few interesting movements to make these challenges work. From putting the Joy-Cons to your face to mimic a bird's beak, to twirling around like it's a lasso, to even imitating iconic gaming moments like in Mario and Pikmin. Yeah, there's tons of references to past games as well. The game even features a story mode and a party mode where you can play with friends locally. I've never been the biggest fan of the Warioware series, mostly because I'm very slow to react to things, but I do love how random the game is, and the humor that comes along with it. The idea of doing all these out there movements with these Joy-Cons will always get a laugh out of me. It is hard for me to not compare it to Get Together, another Wario game that came out recently that I also skipped on, but I'm always down for a series getting some more love. For fans of these games, I hope you enjoy it. It's wacky, strange, but a bunch of fun. Move your body with Warioware Move It on November 3rd. Want to see a bunch of characters you grew up with fighting each other? That isn't Smash? Nickelodeon AllStar Brawl 2. The sequel to the Smash, but not at all Super Smash hit, where you can have Nicktoons fighting each other, is Nickelodeon AllStar Brawl 2. It is very similar to a certain Nintendo fighting game, but instead features Nickelodeon characters like SpongeBob, Reptar, Danny Phantom, and includes new characters exclusive to the sequel, like Squidward, Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender, and the Grandma from Hey Arnold. You also fight them in different stages from all your favorite shows, all with cool combos that contain even more references. There is also a campaign mode this time, which will feature roguelike elements, a bunch of different levels, a boss rush, and more. I know Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1 had its fans and even had some cool DLC, but this one seems much more refined and detailed and an overall better version. Plus, with new characters too, although it looks like some old ones got cut. It looks entertaining, has a lot of great references, and anyone who grew up with these cartoons is bound to love it. Although we need Hugh Neutron back. Be warned though, if you do get a physical copy, it won't be an actual physical copy, it'll just be a box with a code inside. So unless you're the box ghost, beware! Fight in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 on November 7th. Time to grab your wands and cast some spells. Get ready for Spells and Secrets. Spells and Secrets is a magical-themed roguelike where you play as a first-year magical student at the Academy of Griefenstein. I may have pronounced that right. An incident happens and you must enter the ever-changing castle to rescue your fellow students. Create your new magical character as you explore randomly generated rooms, using magic spells to fight off monsters and go from room to room, rescuing your classmates from peril. Use magic to discover the secrets around you in the castle, and use them to save the school and everyone in it. I played the demo for this game quite a while back when it was in its alpha stages, and thought it was a lot of fun for an early game. It incorporates a lot of magical elements to an average roguelike, and I like this wizard setting and cartoon art style. It seems really neat, and it's the only magical wizard themed game on Switch that's coming out this month. We aren't talking about any others. Grab your wand and stay for a spell with Spell and Secrets out on November 9th. Anyone in the mood for a relaxing beverage? Some tea? Spirit tea? A cozy game where you help spirits relax in a bathhouse. Your main character drinks the spirit tea, and they can talk to spirits now. Troublemaking spirits are all over the town and causing mischief, and you must solve their problems by either finding their treasures, solving their dilemmas, or even making noodles for them. You also run a bathhouse, an ancient spirit building hidden in the mountain, and you have to heat up the baths and make customers, aka spirits, feel comfortable, all while getting to know the locals and decorating the shop with furniture. This game seems really cozy, and the art style's really cute too. I love how the art of the spirits is seen in the trailer. It looks like a sweet little indie game that I would enjoy to relax with after a really busy day. I know a few people brought it to my attention before it was released on Switch, and now that it's on my favorite console, I cannot wait to give it a try. Grab a cup of tea and play some Spirittea on November 13th. Remember when you watched Bluey? Now you can play Bluey! Bluey the video game! Everyone's favorite Australian cartoon dog family is starring in their own Switch game. Play as the family, Bluey, Chili, Bingo, and Bandit, as you explore the neighborhood and participate in what is essentially an interactive episode. You explore the healer house, playgrounds, a beach, and more. You can play up to 4 players locally with friends, collect items for your sticker book, unique outfits, and play games featured in the show like Keep Uppy and Chattermax Chase. The visuals look just like the show, and there's said to be tons of references thrown in too. Although the animation can look a bit more stiff, but I mean, it's a game, so it's not going to be exactly the same as the show. I was one of the many people who found Bluey through clips on TikTok, and it's such a heartwarming show, and I'm very happy that Bluey is getting their own Switch game. That seems to be very loyal to its source material. It even sounds like it has the voice actors playing their roles again. It's not perfect, but it's an adorable tie-in game. And if you're a fan of the show, or you want to show it to your kids, I am sure you will be a fan of the Switch title. Have the best playtime with Bluey the video game on November 17th. Time for Persona again, but this time it's tactical. Persona 5 Tactica. Another Persona game on the Nintendo Switch where Joker, Morgana, and the Phantom Thieves must work together in a palace under tyrannical oppression. They meet up with the revolutionary Arena, and they must join forces to face the Legionnaires. The art style has a bit more of a chibi look to it, and the change of pace of tactical style turn-based is new to the series. Each character of the Phantom Thieves has their own advantage and special skills that give them an advantage on the battlefield. You can even customize your squad with different personas and weapons. Will the Phantom Thieves be able to save the day and defeat the regime? I'll be honest, I haven't played the original Persona 5 in years, and haven't touched Royal nor its spin-offs. But this does look pretty cool, especially for fans of Persona who like triangle strategy and Final Fantasy Tactics. It's all that with some Persona flair. It's not my favorite pick of the games this month, but fans of the series are bound to give it a shot and get into the story. Plus, the chibi designs are pretty cute, and I do enjoy Morgana as always, even if they tell me to go to bed again. Plan your battle strategy with Persona 5 Tactica on November 17th. The remake to the classic Super Nintendo game is almost here! Super Mario RPG! The first ever Mario RPG that started back on the SNES over 20 years ago is being fully remade on the Nintendo Switch. Mario is about to rescue Princess Peach for the 14th time when a giant sword drops on Bowser's Keep, and Mario must team up with Mallow the Tadpole, Geno the Star Spirit, Peach, and even Bowser to work together and find all the missing star pieces and restore the Star Road to make wishes come true again. It's a classic RPG with a Mario twist. Mario jumping and using his hammer instead of a sword, and brings a story to life in the Mushroom Kingdom that's told really well. The visuals are completely enhanced and modernized on the Switch, also having beautiful graphics. Not to mention classic turn-based combat, where if you time it just right, you will do extra damage. The remake even features that with all enemies. New things exclusive to the remake also feature a special tri-attack that changes depending on your party, and boss rematches that are extra challenging. Top that off with additional cutscenes, a remaster on the soundtrack, and playing a classic on the go. Super Mario RPG is my favorite choice of the month by far. I played the original for the first time and had a magnificent time with it. And after beating it and experiencing the original, I'm more than hyped to play the remake. If you enjoyed any of the Paper Mario games, or want to get into RPGs but want something a little lighter and shorter, Super Mario RPG is your game. Jump, use Parasol, and Geno Whirl with Super Mario RPG on November 17th. And finally, the last game on our list, Biomutant. Biomutant is an open-world post-apocalyptic RPG, where a plague is destroying the land, and you must decide if you will save it or be the one who destroys it. Mixed martial arts combat with shooting mechanics as you evolve your cute, maybe cat-like character. Literally, you can evolve your genetic structure, which changes not only how you look, but also how you play, where your abilities evolve depending on your evolutions. You can also craft and fine-tune your weapons too, from shotguns to even chainsaws, as you explore the open world and get ready for adventure. I've seen this game mentioned a lot, and has been advertised a lot on Steam sales. Never really played it on my own. But hey, with it being on the Switch, there's a first time for everything now. It does look interesting, but it doesn't look like something I'm going to pick up right away. But if it goes on sale, I'll probably give it a shot. Mostly because of the evolution concept. It was hard to find something to say about it because a lot of the descriptions seem a bit ambiguous with things. So I'm not sure if people will like this one. But hey, if it floats your boat and you want to play it on Switch, now you can. Adapt with Biomutant on Switch on November 30th. And there you have it. 10 games coming to Nintendo Switch in November. What games are you looking forward to? Are there any games you're looking forward to that I didn't mention? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and stay tuned for more videos.